of them continue to be in the Greens, and some of them were never in a political party. So there's a mix of everything in my office. But I have certainly had thoughts with those staff as well that are still in the Greens, that they be given the space that they deserve to keep the job that they love and not to be pressured. And so I certainly reiterate that call today.
Okay. So you've been in Parliament for 16 years. It's good to hear that you have been able to overcome your health issues, and I'm sure it's something that a lot of our female listeners and male listeners who have women in their lives can resonate with.
I had no idea that joint pain, and it was significantly impairing, no idea that was part of some of the symptoms of menopause and perimenopause. I also did have some issues with my uterus that I won't go into in great detail. I'll just say they're uterus-related issues where I had some procedures to address those. And I remember I would go up to older women at times while I was going through these things and go, does it ever end? And they would assure me that it does eventually end. And the thing is, people don't talk about menopause and perimenopause enough. And we've also got a generation, my generation, Generation X, we've always been in the workforce. Other generations weren't necessarily in a workforce situation, and so they probably suffered more in silence. But there's a real trend and a pattern, and you can see it through the Senate inquiry that was undertaken and the great work of not just Larissa Waters but also Mariel Smith, senators. Women do drop out of the workforce in those years because of the physical and mental and the anxiety as well. The levels of anxiety go through the roof as well.
Yeah, I can understand that. And being in a high pressure role as well. I mean, it doesn't matter what work you do. If you can't work because of a medical condition, it can be debilitating at times, but particularly being in a high-pressure environment and being in that pain.
And the high pressure does not do your health any good. So the cortisol levels and the stress levels actually exacerbate all the other symptoms. So I've had a long learning journey about that.
Yeah.
And I have techniques to manage it. And certainly happy to talk to almost anyone who's going through this about where to get help with these sorts of symptoms and to live well while ageing.
Well, speaking of living well while ageing, will another 8 years in the upper house do that? I often watch Question Time in the upper house and think I would be pulling my hair out right now. Is that the best place for you to live well while you're ageing?
It might not be, but I think I can actually do it well while ageing. I think I'm an expert parliamentarian and I have a lot to contribute, and I don't need to be in a party to do that. I have had a political background where I worked for Senator Natasha Stott Despoja back in the day, and my first political party was the Democrats, and we've always had that special place in our hearts for the role of the upper house. I'm actually not interested in being in government whatsoever, and I think that's a really good thing to add to the parliament. I don't care who's in government. I simply think that the parliament should hold them to account and use the procedures that have been set up under our democratic system to do so. And I think I'm really well equipped to do that. I've proven time and time again that I can walk across the aisle, as they say. Under COVID, I was actually the chair of the COVID parliamentary committee that kept a watching eye over the Marshall government. And I was put in that position because I was seen as the honest broker in that. And I have been able to bring people together on controversial issues sometimes to find areas where we can agree rather than disagree. So I've got a lot to contribute that I think is positive. My most recent committee that I chaired was the Live Music Committee, and we've made 12 recommendations to government that we're still waiting to hear a response upon. That was one of the best committees I've ever experienced in my time in Parliament, and I really found joy in that. And I also think that that's an issue that doesn't necessarily get traction unless somebody takes the charge and leads the way.
Is any of this about money? I know
absolutely. Financial security is important to everyone. If I wanted, additional money and security, though, I would have set up a political party and given myself an easy run into all of this, had a bit more funding under this new system, and also been able to run lower house candidates and build an empire. I'm not interested in building an empire, but, it is a well-paid job and there are good conditions. Of course, it's something that is attractive to lots of people and myself for that reason.
Because if you're a sitting MP and you run again but lose, you get a redundancy payment. If you're a sitting MP who just retires and doesn't run again, you don't get that payment. Yeah. Is this about that?
Well, we don't get a pension anymore, and that's actually part of the response to that. There hasn't been for many, many decades actually a pension for parliamentarians. It's an insecure job. I've been pretty brave and courageous in my political career, and I have probably cut off a lot of avenues that might otherwise be available to me for some of the leadership that I've shown. So,
as in private sector
3
jobs?
months redundancy for, where you've been in a job for 16 years is fairly standard in the public sector. So it sort of accords with that.
Bill on the text line says it's really unfortunate for Tammy and for women in general, but as an independent, what does she stand for?
I stand for progressive values. I am unashamedly left. I have come from growing up believing climate change is real, the power of the union movement, that women deserve reproductive choices and that abortion is health care and should never have been in the criminal code. I have fought very hard for the underdogs in Parliament and for people who are criminalised to not be criminalised when really they're hurting no one and have done nothing wrong. So whether that's patients who are currently medicated with medicinal cannabis through a lawful GP-prescribed prescription, who are criminalised and charged with drug driving if they're pulled over by the roadside, not because they've driven recklessly, but simply because they have THC in their system, which the police themselves say THC will last in your system long after the high is gone, in literally weeks. So I will continue to champion for those sorts of causes. A lot of politicians shy away from those sorts of issues. Again, decriminalisation of sex work. That is actually something that I feel I wish I'd been able to achieve. We got so close. We had 2/3 of the upper house support decriminalisation of sex work to actually allow sex workers to work safely and to be able to unionise, to organise, to have workplace rights, to have superannuation. And that is a fight that is still yet to be won. And I can't see anyone else in the current Parliament that's actually going to lead that charge.
Okay. We have calls coming in with questions for you. Are you able to hang around for another few minutes?
Sure.
And we'll take some calls. 8223 0000 is the number to call. But we'll be back in just a moment and we can take your calls next.
Well, isn't this ideal? Prime position on the deck, blue skies, smooth seas. How good are cruises?
Make your cruise booking a breeze, and you could win a $5,000 REA travel voucher for your next holiday. Search REA Cruise today.
Whoa, watch the wings.
T's and C's, exclusions and eligibility criteria apply. Promoter is REA. To enter, book and pay a deposit on a new ocean or river cruise with REA Travel by 28 February 2026. Full T's and C's available from travel.rea.com.au.
No more. No more. If you need to improve your joint mobility and flexibility, try FIVEAA Joint Health for the relief of pain and other symptoms associated with mild arthritis and inflammation. FIVEAA, it's wellness backed by science. The main ingredient, pycnogenol, has been widely studied for 40 years with more than 160 clinical trials and 450 scientific publications. For more info on FIVEAA's products and its own clinical study, visit arbovitae.com.au. That's ARBORVITAE.com.au. Now on sale at all Chemist Warehouse stores. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
For more than 160 years, Anglicare SA has walked alongside South Australians when they need it most. Today, we support more than 50,000 people each year, including families under housing pressure, young people, carers, and those facing rising living costs, grief or disability, from aged care and housing to financial counselling, foster care and community support. We deliver practical help with compassion and integrity when and where it's needed most. Anglicare SA. Together, we change lives.
Hey, are the onions done?
Not long now.
For over 12,000 South Australians, the most important meal of the day is from Meals on Wheels.
How's the soup coming along?
Behind the meals and behind the wheels are our wonderful volunteers, like our cooks who make the delicious three-course meals for our customers.
Linda, hello.
If you love cooking, we could do with you.
smells delicious.
Become a volunteer today and help us keep the wheels turning.
See you tomorrow, Chris.
Visit mealsonwheelssa.org.au for details.
The cost of living is out of control.
But Family First will take the pressure off. They'll cut migration, approve more housing, cut family taxes and slow the race to renewables.
Vote 1 Family First to take the pressure off the cost of living.
Authorised by Lyle Shelton, Family First Party, Norwood.
One fall, one moment could change everything. Alone and unable to call for help, what happens next? Your loved ones shouldn't have to face that terrifying question. Care Alert's personal alert system is here to provide peace of mind and a lifeline when seconds matter most. Don't wait for the unthinkable to happen. Call 1300 75 85 95 or visit carealert.com.au today. Care Alert, because every moment counts.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
25 minutes past 3 here on 5AA. A quick traffic update. Raymond is in Salisbury. Hi, Raymond.
Hi, Stacey. How you going? Hi, listeners. Hey, a real bit of a pain for drivers in the Fairfield Gardens area at the minute. Level crossing on Kings Road. A lane in each direction is blocked off due to roadworks, and it's affecting traffic on Cross Kings Road, trying to get onto Kings Road, and both sides of Kings Road are lined up a considerable distance. So I don't know what time the roadworks are due to finish, but if you want to get through that intersection and you're in a bit of a hurry, I'd suggest you bypass it.
Good call, Raymond. Thanks for the heads up. Good luck getting through it.
Thank you.
See ya. So that's Parafield Gardens. The level crossing on Kings Road, one lane in each direction is blocked. So if you need to go that way home, maybe try and find an alternate route. All right, before the break, we were talking to Tammy Franks, former Greens MLC, has been independent for the last year or so and has announced that she is running again on March 21. And David in Greenwith has called in with a question for Tammy Franks. Good afternoon, David.
Yeah, good afternoon, Tammy, and good afternoon, Stacey. Tammy, I'll ask this question with all due respect because it's a very, very sensitive topic and I know that you were a champion of it. Industrial manslaughter. I'm not sure if you've ever been an owner of a company that has been involved in a investigation for a fatality in the workplace. But if you have, and I know your answer. Your answer is what about the families, and I understand it. When, and let's face it, we all have responsibilities in the workplace. On 2 occasions, people not working to instruction, not working to rule, that the industrial manslaughter laws that have been applied when the regulator comes and investigates and all that, you are guilty until proven innocent. And it destroys the lives of many, many people, including the victim and their families. Did you ever consider that when you pushed for that? And I've had a debate with the Premier over this, and the Premier's view was he was simply seeking, or the support from the Labor government was to seek out the cowboys. The problem is we don't want to be cowboys. We want to run businesses professionally, and we want to make sure that everyone knows their roles and responsibilities. However, when people do work outside of the framework and a tragedy happens, it affects so many people, and I just wonder if you ever considered that.
Thank you, David. The victim is, of course, dead, and their families and friends grieve them. We have industrial manslaughter laws now in our state, and I'm really happy. I, for many periods, put up bills for industrial manslaughter laws and pushed the Labor government to act, and they acknowledge that in the Parliament and in public. I have worked with the families who previously were given no justice. I don't think our court system does treat anyone as guilty until proven innocent. That's not the way our justice system is structured. But now they actually have a justice system that they can use where they've got a loved one who is dead. Everyone deserves to come home safe and sound from work.
Thanks for the call, David. 8223 0000 is the number. Before I let you go, Tammy Franks, I just wanted to ask you, was it this time last week or maybe tomorrow? Tomorrow last week? That does not make any sense. Last week sometime, had Corey Bernardi on the show. Yes. He wants to make a return to politics. He will be the on the lead candidate on One Nation's ticket at the state election. Did that have any impact at all on your decision to run again?
It absolutely firmed my resolve. I think it was not on my bingo card that Cory Bernardi would be leading One Nation at this state election. The reality is that they were already getting someone elected according to the current polls. Cory Bernardi, I think, will be in the next parliament. The other almost certainty is that the Labor government will have a landslide and hold the control of the lower house, and possibly for the first time they may also control both houses. I think I'm a reasonable, rational voice that will make Labor better and more responsive to the community, but also hold people like Cory Bernardi to account if he wants to strip away things like access to abortion and abortion being treated as healthcare. Really hard fought and won gains for the women's movement. I will stand firm, and I am not afraid to lead that rather than simply be one of the voices that follows.
All right. Well, thank you for your time this afternoon, and I'm sure we'll be talking more over the course of the campaign.
Pleasure.
Tammy Franks, independent candidate in the state election coming up on the 21st of March. It's 3:30, time for news headlines now, and after that, afternoon delight. You know what this is, people. We like to start the week off on a happy note. I know sometimes the news cycle can feel a bit down and a bit negative, so we like to buck that trend here on the afternoons program and share some happy news. And in return, I've got tickets to make you laugh. You can head along to the Adelaide International Comedy Gala. One lucky caller this afternoon, so make sure you get on the phone, 8223 0000.
This is 5AA News, always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, Mel Usher with the 3:30 headlines. A woman has serious injuries after being run over by her own car in her Mansfield Park driveway. Former Greens MLC Tammy Franks will run at next month's election as an independent candidate in the upper house. A boost for local pubs today, with many hosting Super Bowl parties. And in sport, for the first time since the 2013 season, the Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champs. The 5AA forecast: sunny this afternoon, sunny tomorrow, 35. Right now it is 31 degrees. We'll have more news at 4 on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Did you know that 1 in 3 Australians live with metabolic syndrome? A series of conditions affecting metabolic health. That's why CMAX is conducting a clinical trial for a potential new treatment and is seeking healthy volunteers aged 18 to 65. Participants will spend 8 nights at CMAX in Adelaide CBD, attend 1 follow-up visit and get paid for their time. Your involvement could make a difference to the lives of thousands. Interested? Apply at cmax.com.au.
The latest Star Discount Chemist catalogue is packed with red-hot summer specials. You'll find Hydrolite Effervescent Electrolyte tablets, 20 tablets in assorted flavours, just $11.99 for relief from dehydration symptoms. Always read the label and follow directions for use. Star Discount Chemist. How can we help?
Keeping things cool is serious business. And for supermarkets, liquor stores, wineries, petrol stations and office buildings, Control Air Australia is the quiet backbone behind it all. Their advanced refrigeration and air conditioning tech cuts energy use, keeps produce fresher for longer and stands up to our toughest summer conditions. Plus, Control Air Australia's large team of technicians means service is fast, often within hours. Control Air Australia, commercial refrigeration and air conditioning, the cool behind South Australia's biggest brands. controlairaaustralia.com.au.
Paint professionals. You know the name and you know what to expect. Nothing but a professional finish and professional service. But did you know that Marty and his team are also the go-to professionals when it comes to rejuvenating your pool? If your concrete or fiberglass pool has lost its beautiful blue, paint professionals can recoat your pool and bring it back to its former glory, like new again. Get the professional treatment. Brush with the best. Call Paint Professionals or visit paintprofessionals.com.au.
Hi, I'm Steve Wormald from Walco Liners and Covers out at Paraka. We're a manufacturing business. Well, I think, someone my size in business, you probably think not to advertise or don't advertise, which is about the worst thing you can do. If you're starting up or if you need more work, you've got to get out there and advertise some way. Radio, it's a very personal, intimate conversation you can have. If you throw it over to the AA creative team to structure ad, you'll get suggestions when to run it, how to run it, and it's surprisingly affordable. It's not what you think it probably is.
To get your message out there and grow your business, visit 5AA.com.au and hit the Advertise With Us link for more information.
Experience luxury at sea with Silver Sea and Phil Hoffman Travel with savings of up to 40%. Sail iconic ports, ancient cities and dazzling coastlines in all-inclusive comfort. Enjoy world-class dining, personalised service and immersive shore experiences. Sign up to the Platinum Cruise Club to receive $300 on-board spend per suite. Offer ends the 28th of February. Phil Hoffman Travel. Visit pht.com.au.
Always live. 5AA. Always Adelaide. 5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
Skyrockets in flight. Afternoon delight.
Stacey's Afternoon Delight.
Afternoon delight.
Yes, it's that time of the week. We like to share some happy news, make each other feel good on a Monday, because I know sometimes the news cycle can feel like it's a little bit draining and it's a little bit negative, but we like to buck that trend. We're a glass half full program here on 5AA in afternoons. So we like to think of the happier side of life. Talk about the positive stories. Maybe you read a news story and it made you smile. Maybe you heard something on the radio and you laughed along. Maybe you received some good news over the weekend, or you just had a great day with family. Whatever it be, share it with me. There you go. Did you like that one? Didn't even mean to do that. 8223 0000 is the number to call. And in exchange for making the rest of us smile, I'm going to make you smile. One lucky winner will get 2 tickets to the Adelaide International Comedy Gala. It returns bigger, bolder and back at the FIVEAA. Tickets are at adelaidefringe.com.au, but I have a double pass to give away this afternoon for the show on the 21st of February. My happy news, I was reading online that for the world's threatened wildlife, we hear all the time how pandas are a threatened species. Well, the giant panda is no longer an endangered species on the global list of species that are at risk of extinction. I thought this was great news. There's still fewer than 2,000 giant pandas living in the world. However, the International Union for Conservation has changed their status, has downgraded their status to vulnerable instead of at risk of extinction. And this comes after all of the coordinated efforts from right around the world to increase their populations and the breeding programs. Now, I have to say, unfortunately, we can't say that we've contributed to that because of poor old Wang Wang and Fooni, but we've got new, young, vibrant pandas at Adelaide Zoo. Xing Chiao and Elan, they're the new pandas. Hopefully, they've got a renewed appetite for breeding. Is that inappropriate to say? No, it's not inappropriate to say. We're talking about panda numbers. Hopefully, they've got a renewed appetite for each other. Maybe that's a nice way of saying it. And we can help contribute to the panda population around the world. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to tell people we helped out with that? 8223 0000 is the number to call. Someone save me. Someone save me from myself talking about panda reproduction. Share your happy news, your good news stories here on 5AA Afternoons. I just want to play a little bit of audio for you now. We're getting a call? We're getting calls? No. Okay, not yet. All right. 8223 0000 is the number. While I'm waiting for people to call up, surely someone's got happy news. We can't have all had bad weekends. Chris Picton, the health minister, was on the breakfast show this morning and was talking to Dave and Will about the plan for the new Women's and Children's Hospital site. And I was listening very intently about the timeline for what the government plans to do. So they want to turn it into an aged care facility. Here's what he said about the timeline.
So what we've budgeted at this point is the $3 million, sort of the detailed master planning and business case at this stage, because this is not going to be available as a site for 5 years. And then what we want to be in a position is once the 5 years is up, that we're ready with the plan, with the partners to go in and start that work. But that's not going to be until 2031 that we've got the new hospital, and so it won't be until 2032 that that process will start.
It's a long time away, isn't it, 2031? And you can't begrudge the government that. The hospital's in use. It's a functioning hospital right now, and they can't change that until the new hospital is built. But it's a long time away, and we need those aged care beds. We need all 600 of them. But should we be trying to do something sooner? And is it the state government's responsibility? We know aged care beds are a federal government responsibility. Are you happy for your state taxpayer money to be going towards that? Or does it matter to you? Your taxpayer money, whether it's state, federal, doesn't matter who's paying for it. It's all your money. 8223 0000 is the number. Dean is in Craigmore and has called in with an afternoon delight. Hi, Dean.
How you going, Stacey?
Good.
I think you need to calm down, otherwise you're going to be off on maternity leave again.
I can safely say, Dean, that will not be happening.
But no, on a serious note, Stacey, I was lucky enough to win tickets to that Dave and Berthie show yesterday.
Oh, yes.
About Henry Young. Oh, my goodness. That was the best Sunday afternoon I have spent for such a long, long time. And I took a dear friend of mine there, and we both really, really enjoyed it. So, yeah, thanks to FIVEAA. Yeah, and David's a great guy, and, yeah. So thank you very much, guys. But that was absolutely amazing. If anybody wants to watch a fantastic documentary, make sure you have a crack at that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic.
I'd love to see it. It sounds great. It's called Forever Young. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Dean.
Thank you.
Thanks for ringing. See you. That's Dean in Craigmore. Forever Young. We'll just get the we'll find out where you can watch it. Get the information. The movie, that's the documentary that's been made about Henry Young. Margaret has called in from St Mary's. Hello, Margaret.
Oh, hi, Stacey. My feel-good story is second-hand because my daughter tells me all about it. She works at a place where a lady there does animal rescue. And I've got a pet Joey, and my daughter sends me wonderful pictures of Joe, the Joey, and I just love seeing it. And it just hops around in their workplace, and Joe misses its human owner if the owner walks away out of the room. And I just love hearing about it. I love seeing the photos. And from my point of view, every animal, I love animals. I send photos to my daughter and granddaughter of my cats, my neighbour's cats, my dog, my chooks. And we just love animals so much.
Oh, that's so nice, Margaret. I'm just picturing it now. Joe the Joey bouncing around the office. It'd be like a little puppy, just a more bouncy puppy.
Exactly. And when it wants to go to sleep, I think it's got its own pouch. I won't tell you where they work because I'll get in trouble. So it's just a beautiful, good story, and I just love seeing the photos.
Oh, I love that. Oh, thank you for sharing. That's great.
Happy to.
See you, Margaret.
See you, Stacey.
Bye. That's Margaret in St Mary's. We all need a Joe the Joey in our office, don't we? I know. I am not. I know this is going to sound strange because you all know I've got my little dog Murray and I love him, but I'm not really an animal person apart from Murray. Before I had him, I wasn't a dog person either. Before I had him, as if he's a child. Before I got Murray. So I don't know how I'd feel about other animals in the office. That probably wouldn't sit too well. I'd probably be a little bit scared and a little bit hesitant. But to be honest, yeah. When people are scared of Murray, I never understand it either. So you never expect it when it's your own. Okay, Brian in Prospect. Hello, Brian.
Hi there. My afternoon good news is, sorry, I've got some background noise with my niece.
That's all right.
We were double booked for our wedding in March, and we were chasing around this past few days looking for a venue, which we had just no luck for. And today we finally takes the Hotel Enfield, were able to fit us in, and my partner is not so stressed anymore.
Oh,
It was just so hard to find a venue in March because March is a kind of a wedding month, and find the right place, the right price has been totally stressful. So, no, I'm not giving the one that booked us any credence. I'm not going to mention their name, but the hotel Enfield was really good and cheaper and better meals for the wedding.
Brian, that would have been so stressful and so close to the date as well to have to find another venue.
And because people book weddings like 12 months, 18 months ahead of time, well, we only had basically those, how long was it? A month.
Yeah.
But we can relax now, and she's singing with her niece at the moment. That's how happy she is.
I'm glad to hear it, Brian, and all the best for the big day. Enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
See you. Have a great day. It's Brian in Prospect. That would be so stressful, having to ring around and find a wedding venue with such short notice in March, just a month's notice. Whew, that would stress me out. All right, we probably have some time for some more calls, so ring up and share your happy news with us. Share your positive stories, 8223 0000. I've got those tickets to give away to the Adelaide Fringe, the Adelaide International Comedy Gala.
From the coast to the Outback, if you're planning a road trip, Ned McHenry will help you get there. Join Ned every Thursday at 11 a.m. with Graham Goodings for On the Road with Ned. Thanks to Travel Auctions. Dreaming of a bargain holiday? Bid the price you want to pay. Travelauctions.com.au. Bid, win, go.
What starts with A and ends with E? Supplements for you and me.
Arbor Vitae Joint Health is now on sale at Chemist Warehouse for just $55.99 a bottle. You save over $16 a bottle at Chemist Warehouse.
Arbor Vitae.
The Diary of a CEO keeps going where other conversations stop and keeps asking the hard questions worth answering. Keep good company with the Diary of a CEO podcast.
Hi, I'm Dr. Benji from the Child and Adolescent Virtual Urgent Care Service. You know, a hospital might not always be the best place to get the right care. There are now more care options available than ever, like 24/7 pharmacies, urgent care clinics, and virtual care services with people like me. It's all part of building a bigger health system. To find out what's happening near you, visit biggerhealthsystem.sa.gov.au.
A message from the Government of South Australia.
The King Living Anniversary Sale is on now. Save up to 50% on Australian-designed, award-winning furniture. Come home to the future of furniture. Come home to King. Sale on now. Shop online or visit a King Living showroom today.
Ray White, big name in real estate, but also the biggest name in business broking. What makes us big? Our people, like Brett Buckley and his team. MBA, lecturer, and multi-time SA Business Broker of the Year. Brett doesn't just read a P&L, he feels it. If you're selling or expanding your business, Brett can take your business apart and find you more money. And we're not talking small change. Go on, touch base with Brett. Search Ray White Business Sales SA.
You can rent a little, you can rent a lot. Business too small to be noticed by those global car rental companies? Well, you can rely on Red Spot to look after you. We love renting to small businesses because we used to be one. We're the only Aussie family-owned car rental company in airport terminals and cities across Australia. And right now, Red Spot is giving you spot-on savings of 15% off every vehicle at every location. Book direct and save at redspot.com.au/radio. T's and C's apply. Red Spot.
It's hard to trust someone with your property when they've never even set foot in it. Keep your property clean, safe and running smoothly with a local. Servicing SA Cleaning and Facility Solutions are a homegrown South Aussie business across a full range of facility services, from cleaning to maintenance, from pest control to security. Servicing SA has your commercial, retail or community facility covered. Affordable, reliable and 100% local. That's Servicing SA. Find out more at servicingsa.com.au.
This week at IGA, there's Pepsi or Solo 1.25 litre, half price, only $1.75. Can't believable prices now at your local IGA. Offer ends February 10. Participating stores only. Excludes Foodland.
If you're outgrowing your home, it could be time to select a granny flat. At Selector Homes, we've been building transportable granny flats for over 25 years. And now we can build them on a slab, which means your whole home and new granny flat are on the same level. No stairs and seamless living. Also, we can build to the perimeter of your block saving you space. Fixed price, no hidden costs. Walk through the Haven Granny Flat at the Selector Homes Display Village, Port Wakefield Road, Burton.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
Live on the Complete Care live stream. That's Complete with a K, and Rowie and Timmy G will be on after 4. Very soon we'll find out what's coming up on the sports show. But first, Mia in Clemzig has called in with an afternoon delight. Hi, Mia.
Hi, Stacey. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Very good, thank you. So this Saturday, myself and my boyfriend Christian, we drove up to Serafino Winery because there was the Italian Briscola Championship that we go for every year.
Oh, very nice.
I'm not sure if you know what that is. It's an Italian card game, pretty much. So we went up to Serafino Winery and he proposed to me in front of the lake at Serafino Winery. So I'm now engaged.
Oh, congratulations, Mia.
Thank you so much. I'm
How
very
exciting.
Happy. Yeah, very, very happy. So I thought I'd share that news.
Oh, were you expecting it?
No, we've been together almost 5 years, so I was hoping it'd be coming at some point. But no, I didn't expect it to be on that day. So, and my family came up as well, so a lot of my family were there with us. Background, so that was really special.
How beautiful. Did they know?
They didn't know initially, but he had some other plans on how he would do it, but he had to tell some of them to try and get me alone. So some of them were aware and they all pretty much knew before it happened. And then it happened. So, yeah, really, really special moment.
Oh, how special. That's so beautiful, Mia. I'm so happy for you both.
Thank you so much, Stacey.
Now you've got wedding planning ahead.
That's the thing. I know I've got a lot of things booked this year, and my 30th as well is coming up. So I've got a lot of things, but it'll all work out. It'll be fine.
Oh, so many great things coming up to celebrate.
Absolutely.
Oh, well,
it's been a great year.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to keep it going. I'm going to make it even greater. Why don't you celebrate on us, and you can head to the Adelaide International Comedy Gala with your fiancé or whoever else. Maybe you want to take a girlfriend. I don't know, but you've got the tickets anyway.
That would be incredible.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We'll get those tickets to you, and good luck with the wedding planning.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, Stacey.
See you, Mia. Have a great day.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. It's Mia in Clemzig. Fiancé. Not mine, but just a fiancé. Engaged over the weekend. How exciting. Such a special time. So many good things to look forward to. So many good things to celebrate, including the sports show after 4. Timmy G's in the studio. Hello, Timmy.
Hello, and lovely Monday to you, Stacey.
Happy Monday.
Yeah, happy Monday indeed. You've got to get up and about for it because otherwise you just drag your heels through it. So get up and about for it and be excited about it.
Someone said the other day, I saw one of my friends in quotation marks post on Facebook. My pet hate is when I see someone say happy Monday, happy Tuesday. I say that every day. Isn't that just the way you want to start the day, with it being a happy one?
Yeah, you'd think so. But that's all right. If you want to sit in the puddle, that's all right. Stay in there.
Yeah. And you just keep it to yourself.
Have you had some nice afternoon delights?
Yes, we have. I think Mia's there has to take the cake getting engaged on the weekend.
Yeah, that's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
And was she surprised?
Yes.
Oh, good.
They've been together 5 years. Yep. So she was hoping it would happen soon, but she wasn't expecting it to happen on the weekend.
Oh, that's nice. The old burger ring.
I didn't ask about the ring, actually.
Yeah.
I should have.
I would never have the courage to choose the ring. No.
So how did you propose?
How? Oh, no, it was pretty boring.
Oh, no, what do you mean?
It really was boring. Oh, it was just like, there wasn't a thing back then. I mean, you didn't film anything, for starters.
No.
Back in...
I'd be mortified.
What was that, 37 years ago? So you didn't film anything. So you just sort of said, how about get married? Yeah, all right, we'll go and see your mum and dad, go and see mine. And that was about it. And then went off and chose the ring.
So you didn't have it, no.
I didn't choose it. You choose it.
Yes.
Otherwise, man, I can't even peg up clothes correctly, apparently.
Don't tell me you mismatched the pegs.
Pants apparently don't get hung up by the legs. They get hung up by the hips.
Yes.
Yeah, been told.
What were you hanging feet first?
Yeah, well.
What?
Seemed easier.
Why?
Well,
Isn't that harder?
No, just hung by the it's not as much, hard bits to peg onto. So it seemed logical to me.
No.
But apparently not.
No, definitely not.
It wasn't an afternoon delight when that happened.
No, I bet. I bet.
There was lots of kicking and screaming.
That was, you know what's coming up tomorrow. That was a turkey moment.
I should come back in.
Yeah.
Should come back in for that, though. There was a lovely Super Bowl afternoon delight, if you like, for an Australian called Michael Dixon. Went through, he actually tried out with the Sydney Academy and didn't get picked up in the draft, and then swapped over to trying out to be a punter and went through a pro school here in Australia in Melbourne, run by an ex-AFL guy who we're going to speak to tonight, who was his coach, Nathan Chapman. And, he's ended up making his way through the college with a degree into Seattle, and at 30 years of age has just won a Super Bowl and has just turned it on too, nearly MVP with his kicking. So just quite an amazing story. And his interview after the game, all he said was, I look forward to going home. He said, I cannot wait to have some chips with chicken salt.
Did he?
Yeah. And the reporter's sort of looking at him blank. As
What
if,
is
what
that?
is that?
What is this RC talking about?
Yeah. And then it was like, and not only that, I want a palmy. It was like, yes, how good's this? And
so
the things
cool.
you crave when you're not at home, And chicken salt was his number one thing.
Chicken salt was his number one.
We make it here, Matani's down the road in the northern suburbs. It's the best chicken salt going around. So
if they've got a good PR person, they'll send him a life supply of Matani's.
Correct. Big bag of chicken salt. Dive into it when you get home, Michael. So, what a great achievement. That's a great afternoon delight.
Yes.
We're going to have Paddy Cripps come on about the State of Origin game. We've got the CEO of Port Adelaide, Matthew Richardson, on. There's the season launch for Port Adelaide tonight and their Hall of Fame, so they induct a couple of people into that. So that'll be interesting. The Premier coming on about both Live Golf and State of Origin, because he's saying, well, if you're going to have it, how about having a game here? So we'll find out a little bit more about that. And a bit on the Super Bowl. We've got a report coming from Channel 7 reporter over there, Rob Scott, and also, like I said, Nathan Chapman, the coach of that young man who just achieved a Super Bowl from Australia. Amazing.
How cool is that? Makes me think about what I crave when I go away.
Yeah. It's funny the things you do miss.
Yeah.
And especially food. I think,
it's always food for me.
I still haven't had a decent pasty anywhere else in the world.
Then here?
Pasty's best here.
Oh, pasty.
Pasty.
I thought you said
Not
pasta.
No, pasty.
Pasty.
Good old-fashioned pasty,
Yeah, well,
mate.
they wouldn't do them many other places, would they?
The UK. Well, the UK's where
Yeah.
Cornish pasty started.
Yeah.
But not a patch.
No.
Not a patch, mate.
Not even in the original.
Yeah. Amateurs.
For me,
Absolute amateurs.
For me, it's always vegetables, because I don't often eat vegetables when I'm away, or you'll indulge when you're on holiday. So whenever I come back, I just want a big bowl of veggies.
Yeah, that's a good call. And there's certain things that we do very well. Our produce is very good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so fresh.
We're very fortunate in that area, I think.
We are.
So I just went to Vietnam and then went to my local Vietnam restaurant and said to him, they don't do as good as you. And he said, that's my hometown, because I went to Da Nang. He said, that's my hometown. I said, yeah. I said, no, they're not as good as you.
He'd love that.
He did.
Ringing
He
endorsement.
said, very traditional back home. I loved him. Good man. All
That's
right.
great.
That's
Okay,
it's all
Rowie
happening.
and Timmy on After 4. Make sure you stay tuned. Thanks for your calls and your texts today, and I will talk to you at 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Coming up next, Adelaide's only local sport show. It's the very latest in sport, live from Adelaide. Enjoy the crisp, clear digital sounds now with the FIVEAA Player app. Always streaming, always Adelaide.
Kia's summer offers just got hotter with incredible